Hello, everyone. Welcome on this Thursday afternoon, on a fine Thursday afternoon. We're going back to Norco today, the funky, weird little New Orleans game where we're processing grief with strange fiction and even stranger fucking weirdos. We had a staring contest for the monkey, I remember last time. I believe our mother died. We're trying to track down our brother. We got into a fist fight in a gas station parking lot, where we laid a dude out fucking cold. We had a weird flashback where we were playing as our mom. I don't fully remember everything that happened. It was a lot of really weird shit. I'm sure more of it will come back as we start playing that, but it's been a couple of weeks, so it's a little stale in the mind. But here we are. I'm opening drink, my coffeeed drink. Then I am moving the game camera. Nope, wrong tile. You're not playing Battleblood. We are playing Norco. Content. Okay. I think let's get to it. All right, good man. Okay. All right, we were on the highway. I remember. Oh, right. Okay. Go to the map. Sarpy Books, Dimes Discount, Norco, Louisiana Home, Floodgate Tavern. Is there? Geography of Rope. Oh, this is the liner notes for the game. I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have. Oh, yeah, right. Crouton, the cat that we sent into space and then reloaded because I was afraid I would be doing something to harm the cat. And I pissed off that lady. Where are we going? Oh, yes, my thought map. There was me, Millions the robot, my brother Blake, Mother Catherine. I think Duck was our father. Yeah, okay. Your brother was headed to Floodgate Tavern. He mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. Your brother... Your mom was conducting research in the lake. Your mom was investigating reports of unpermitted shield construction in the lake. While there, she saw something. But what? Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Your mom saw something in the lake. Okay, so we're trying to go the Floodgate Tavern. Right, which is open now, because it wasn't earlier at night. Okay. Yeah. The lights are on at Padu Private Investigators. You knock. No answer. Dick. Fine, let's go to the tavern. The Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc sitting at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking to him. Why are you looking at me like that? I still got chili on my face. Oh, there's a lot going on here. The LCD pulse of the evening news makes pale shadows across the bar. An image of a man with a long gray beard hangs over the news anchor's shoulder. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. SHIELD officials have determined that the source of the explosion was due to a botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of oil to a stolen barge. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates, SHIELD officials say. He is believed to be hiding in the Batur Woods along the east bank between Kenner and Laplace. Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. It's me. Don't know how anyone can believe the crap the media's been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. He gestures to the TV. That's why you're making your website, Keith? Set the record straight? You know that's right. Evening, folks. Can I get something started? You know Blake Madere? Yeah, I know Blake. Hadn't come around in weeks, not since he ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. Blake ripped you off? I let him catch some sleep right here behind the bar after the last call, and wouldn't you know, the boy walked off with the register. I knew he'd been getting himself all messed up on drugs. Was trying to give the kid a chance. Give him some chores around the place. Done with him now. Done with him. Someone said Blake came here last night. He'd be a fool to show up here after what he did. Not good for now, thanks. A man lies face down on the bar, surrounded by empty bottles. Why are you touching my partner? This is where he comes to relax. We must be sure to gather all the information we can from LeBlanc. Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey, Gus, look at this dynamic duo. You have robot eyes or something? Your eyes are weird looking. Not sure I ever seen these two around before today. Sure, Gus, that filthy one right there, that's Kate Madeira's oldest. Other one's a robot. You pulling my leg. That's Kay? Blue's baby? Come on now, I work turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had some stories in. How come these kids come out like they did? Look how this one's dressed. Looks to me like she's headed down to the job site. Or the circus. Blue passed before his time. Blue passed before his time is why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress. You right about that one, Keith. Sad the way kids turned out. But forget all that. You two are lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of a top-rated professional sleuth. and I happen to have a bit of information. What is it? Is it about Blake? That ain't got nothing to do with Blake. But once, this more, mysterious. You like mysteries? LeBlanc, please. Time is of the essence. Cool your heels, I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery life, I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you give me a drink so we can talk? What you need? I need a beer for your boy. Lord help me, another sap buying that lowlife a drink. Might need you to buy me a little snack too, seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car. But this is enough to get us where we're going. So, alright, where do I start? Your mama ever tell you about me? Maybe. She probably never mentioned me by name. But if you ever heard mention of a wild detective who doesn't play by the rules, who puts his life on the line for the good of citizens of Norco, well, that was me she was talking about. I'm sure I came up. Problem is, you got a piss poor memory. Us investigators, we gotta keep our memories sharp. So while you don't know me, I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still at the plant. And Catherine, she was a few grades above me at a Sacred Eye. I knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. People say she was kin to Jesus. Old man lived behind loops would say that. Talking about Paul? Yeah, Paul. Been years since I thought about him. A lot you could say about Paul. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Wasn't all bullshit. Saying Akuna's like me, a child. Saying Akuna's like me, a child of Christ. You know that's bullshit. We're all Christ's children. Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean, like literally. Wait, what? This was years ago, long before Blue died. Paw told the priest family Cajuns came from Jesus. Said Catherine had, how you say, like Jesus blood. Got it from her daddy's daddy and so on, all the way back to the old world. Like in that movie. One with the volleyball. That ain't the right movie, Gus. It's the one with the priests and stuff. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet, wild as she was. Paw never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Blue wouldn't let no man like that near her anyhow. You got a point there, Keith. You'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. Where she went, trouble followed. But I admired her and she admired me. Sure about that? She never said much, but I could tell. She only talked to you when she needed a free hand, Brett. Like hell, she did all she could to get my attention. I just had too much respect for Blue. Couldn't dishonor a man's memory. The bartender shakes his head. Sometimes you make me sad. Don't mind Gus. I always been a handsome one and he gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Oh, that's right. Your house is out there near the fence line. Well, that's right behind my place of business. Out a window looks out on a yard, more or less. But this is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, ain't got my wallet with me. And you want us to buy you another drink? That's a real generous offer, Robot. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. What's it gonna be this time, folks? LeBlanc wants another. Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. This is the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining nothing, just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. There's real important information I'm trying to share here. And you buy me the cheapest beer in the house? Little rude, maybe, but that's okay, ain't no problem. So listen here, this is what I want to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard. I'm always keeping an eye on that street. This was a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I seen these SHIELD security types leaving the house. They was carrying a box. You saw SHIELD security leaving Catherine's house with a box? That's what I'm saying, Robot. They was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. And where the hell was you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? What would SHIELD be looking for? Hell if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there, she always took a bit of an interest in your mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. What makes her a loose cannon? That's just what they say. You talking about Laura? Piece of work, that woman. Surprised she hasn't run the whole operation into the ground. The only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. A lot of people want her gone. Why would she be interested in her? Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair, founded Clair Bionics. They made robots just like your friend here. Hell, Million might be a St. Clair unit herself. Anyhow, man's rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair's a servant of the devil. There Gus goes with his bullshit. Not bullshit, it's the truth. All right, Gus. Why would she be interested in my mom? Everybody was. He's right. Everybody wanted what was in her head. Enough about Laura St. Clair. Why didn't you stop SHIELD's agents? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? When are you ever busy with anything? All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. Then what were you doing? I told you I was looking out the window and I saw them SHIELD people. So answer the question, Brett. You see these people breaking into a home, you're always bragging about stopping the bad guys. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed them. Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell. Ask around town, everyone knows I'm a killer. Are just fantasies you make up to convince yourself. I was taking a shit. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window is next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. I hadn't even started wiping when I see them SHIELD dudes. All right, bruh? Would you run down Apple Street with a dirty ass? The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You gotta have a clean ass to fight crime. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that you gotta have a clean ass to fight crime. The equivalent of can't fight crime if you're not cute, can't fight crime with a dirty ass. Had I been done wiping, I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. I'm serious. That's enough. Before you go, I got one more thing. I'm hungry. Would be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat. and circle back afterwards. I might have a little more information to share. What now? Old boy got hungry. Yep. Sucker born every minute. Good for business, I guess. Should have mentioned I don't much care for the fries here, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all, but forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw Shield thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What the box contained, no idea. But they was in there looking for something, no telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery in that old plantation house where the real action happens. If I had to guess, that's where they'd be If I had to guess where they'd be heading, that would be it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. Keith's making himself a little news website. What's the name gonna be, Keith? I got a few ideas in mind. You just talk like Duck. You just like Duck. He used to be a news junkie too, digging up dirt on all the big wigs. That was before the cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck, Kate? Man could use visitors. Oh, no wonder you don't remember your mama talking about me. You got a pecan for a brain. Kay, I find it surprising that you don't remember Duck. Even a damn robot thinks it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in her grave, kid. You better go see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does. Where is he? What you mean? Kate must have took you to see Duck 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest that we visit him at some point. Perhaps. Oh, yes. Quiet. Why you talk like that? Did they make you in England or something? You sound like, like a queen. Thank you. Anyhow, figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. I have more questions. Hurry it up, Dan. We're looking for my brother. Why don't you ask Gus about that? I don't keep up with Blake no more. Too much trouble. We'll need help getting into the refinery. Getting into that refinery ain't easy. I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates barricading Highway 1, diverting the pipelines and all this. Them the only kind I ever seen get through security. They was saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding in the Batir Woods. It's all over the TV. He points to the television. Another pipeline explosion left residents in Lower St. Charles shaken. A man familiar... Yeah, we read that one already. You two knuckleheads managed to figure out what S.H.I.E.L.D. was looking for. Come tell me. Good detective should know what's going on. Tell me more about Pawpaw. What you want to know? How did he become fixated on my mom? Small town like this, your mama attracted attention. He was watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, and got his wires crossed. That's my guess. Sounds about right to me. Where's he now? Living in a ditch somewhere. That ain't nice, Gus. He left here a long time ago. Used to do odd jobs, roofing, fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went. Probably looking for work. How well did you know him? I'd see him walking by every now and then. We'd exchange a few words. They say he threw a brick through the church window one time. That had people buzzing. A lot of us knew who he was, but no one knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. That's enough about Pawpaw. Where can I find Duck? Like I told you the first time, just think about it for 2 seconds. I'm sure you've been there 1,000 times, kid. An old man in Norco named Paw Paw had delusions about your mom. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ by way of her Cajun ancestry. He once threw a brick through a church window. This is the Martin Luther for a new day and age. Your brother never ended up at Floodgate Tavern. Erica said Blake was headed to Floodgate Tavern last night. Gus, the bartender, said Blake never showed up. Your brother... Private investigator Brett LeBlanc. He saw S.H.I.E.L.D. agents leaving your house with a box following your mom's death. I love the conspiracy brain web. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. Is interested in your mom, likely due to some aspect of your mom's research. A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi Batour woods. Thomas St. Clair is Laura St. Clair's father and the affluent founder of Claire Bionics, a machine learning startup. An old friend of your mom's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. LeBlanc suggested you visit him, but where does he live? You try to recollect his health. It took a turn before you left. A bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his legs. Your mom brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His face, brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. I was afraid of him. You hid behind Catherine when he was around. His son, dead at 14, an explosion in the yard. Natural gas leaking from a pipe. Something caused a spark. The pipeline... It crossed the property to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. There's only one neighborhood along that fence line. What's left of it, anyhow. Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. The perennial accumulation of dust, the damp curtains and piles of cans on the kitchen table in those refinery shadows of the little slab bungalow. Duck lives in Dimes. Dimes is the neighborhood along the fence line of the S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. Duck lives there. If we're to attempt getting into the refinery to reclaim your mother's possessions, we'll need help. LeBlanc may know where to find it. LeBlanc suggested we visited Duck. It's good advice. We should visit him in Dimes. He may have some idea how to access the refinery. There's a fugitive hiding along the Batour. Yes, we saw him mentioned on the news. Allegedly an oil pirate. What about him? Are oil pirates common? Increasingly so. The pipeline network in this region is largely unmonitored. Claire Bionics and others are developing this new technology to address this. She's a robot named Million that I believe we liberated from an oil refinery where she might have been a security guard, and now she's autonomous. I don't really know her whole deal yet. Where is the Batour? The Batour woods are along the Mississippi River near Dimes Discount. Maybe he can help us get into S.H.I.E.L.D. That's reasonable to assume. We need to find a way into the refinery. Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We can attempt to infiltrate the refinery ourselves, but I don't think we'd be successful. Let's ask around for help. This has taken another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was headed here yesterday evening, but the bartender says that Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says that S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope that they point us towards your brother.
Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy. Without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves.
Yeah? Okay. Then... Oh, Dan's just kind of the, gas station. This is probably, Duck's house. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex sits a small distance from the house. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. Oh! Let me just reach by you there and turn on the light in your own home. Why are you just sitting here in the dark, Duck? Not the first one to come through here toppling over all my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty. Come around looking for copper. You wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay. Not like your brother.
How's it been, Duck?
How's it been? About how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive. Just trying to keep myself out of trouble till it's my turn to go, so. You mentioned head drive? I unleashed it. Monster. Super Duck. Calls itself that just to get to me. Just to piss me off. My fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later that they don't even have a license. Your mother went into the same clinic for hers. I tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain. He begins to laugh. It's spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said turn off the radio. She never listens. Stopped responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want you to leave her debt for you to deal with, so... So you kept up with my mom? Up until right near the end, Kay. She lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. But I could see it wearing on her. Took a toll on her body. It started in her liver. They burned it out. Thought maybe that was the end of it. Before you know it, they found a little in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down airline like some kind of bag lady. Figure she thought it'd go away if she ignored it, but that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, it never did quit. Been getting sores, cramps, every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that, said, Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. You think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working, no more doing nothing. But she'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in the mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my heart thinking about it. But what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So... You mentioned a buyout? You must have noticed coming in. The houses are all gone. People here have been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. S.H.I.E.L.D. moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard, just won't grow. I never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If S.H.I.E.L.D. had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was alright. Be worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died. I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in dimes. So,
I'm sorry about Reese.
it's history. Most days, I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the Head Drive Clinic, they ask you to write down memories. Control points, they call him. Right. Our mother went to go get her, brain backed up with this head drive thing. I remember that now. That was why she was at the clinic last time. I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too painful. I skipped his memory. I regretted it at first. But I'm thankful for it now. Be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it.
We're trying to get into the refinery.
Not a good idea, Kay.
What for? They stole Mom's stuff.
Well, that's interesting. The regional executive, she took a particular interest in your mother.
Why?
She wanted to know the things Catherine knew, I suppose. Your mother was out in the lake. She heard S.H.I.E.L.D. or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. Wanted to find out for herself. She didn't fight for what she didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. Sounded to me like her medication was messing up her head, but she insisted it was real. Some kind of UFO. Said it followed her for nearly a mile. But anyhow, that CEO they got at S.H.I.E.L.D., she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all of this. Catherine gotta be careful in her old age. Paranoid, even. The important thing she kept hidden. Whatever S.H.I.E.L.D. stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back.
Can you help us get in?
I'm going to regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long. Been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how S.H.I.E.L.D. managed to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I get a view of inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a bit, but just got myself lost. Can hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. And whatever you do, Kay, I'm asking you to be careful.
I have more questions about my mom. This monster. My mom was working for it?
Hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic birds sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kind of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point.
Did you attend her funeral?
I planned to. Arranged for my godchild to pick me up and everything, but the day of the service, I could hardly walk. I heard from a couple people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty of people that had nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know that of chapter ass. They buried her with her fake little ring she always wore around her neck. Said it reminded her of who she was. Figured she probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone. And Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So,
the ring she wore around her neck was fake?
You don't know the story? Kind of funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock. So he broke into a pawn shop up there in Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from the old world. Said it traveled from France to Nova Scotia and down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia, fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevice. My mom was fired from the university? Sure. You were young. Couldn't have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job. Nothing special, just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine. Never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. Enough about my mom. Okay. A trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads, Junior Champion Reese Richard, St. Charles Parish, YX2B. A strange, ornamental box. You attempt to open the box. It's locked. Storage containers filled with paperwork and newspaper clippings. You sift through some of the clippings that fill the container. Most relate to the catalytic cracking unit explosion of YX-10. Descriptions of the aftermath, the destruction, the displacement, the workers who died. Your father is listed among the names. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. U.S. Army Corps Anomalous Light Report. A report on the levitating spheres of light witnessed by multiple onlookers above Camp Memory in the Bonnet Car Spillway throughout the spring and summer of YX-1S, commissioned by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. After careful survey of the soil content in the area near Camp Memory, our inquiry has determined anaerobic conditions conducive to the formation of confined pockets of gas that, given exposure to sufficient heat, may ignite. These spontaneous incidents of combustion were likely mistaken for floating luminous spheres. The Pigman. Some claim that the Pigman is a type of grunch who hides beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lake Pontchartrain. Legend has it that if you bring the Pigman a gift, he will return a gift to you in kind. A grunch. Oh no. A collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned to the board. The photographs are of various industrial and infrastructural landscapes that you recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain elevators downriver, the airport control tower. The Gunch. Was the Grink there? The head of a buck is mounted to the wall. Alright, is that everything? The Gunch. A computer console with a large trackpad and magnified display. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. You sit before the Shield terminal display. Ooh. I'm in.
This is a map of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If we want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones.
What the fuck? Okay. Choose destination from the neighboring boundaries of the selected zones. Okay. I can put one there. Okay, so they can only... Oh, no, 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 no! Shoot. Okay, I can reset it. Cool. Because I just wasted moves for no reason. Am I gonna need to, like, clear the path? I don't know. Origin zone is unsecured. Allocating drone from maximum capacity neighbor. It seems there is a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones, a maximum capacity neighbor will reallocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. This means that when removing the last drone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity. Oh, okay. Not max. Not max. Yeah, okay. I think that does it. Alert. Zone A unsecured. The drones have been cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect that this will be helpful. How you doing, Kay? Oh! These are a new generation of St. Clair units. They are running the latest cloud-distributed SCOS. Their armor is composed of a more durable and lightweight alloys than my own. Gaining access to the facility will not be a trivial task. Indeed, it may not be possible with only the 2 of us. Are you prepared? No, let's hold off. We're not done yet. Or we're not ready yet. Okay. Let's look at our brain web. Blue is in a mausoleum. Blue wasn't buried, he was interred in a mausoleum. You visited it a few times as a kid. Catherine brought flowers and prayed there. You sat restlessly, waiting for her to finish. Afterwards, she dragged you into the church that faced the river road to make you touch the holy water. She watched you motion the sign of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the 2 of you left. Laura St. Clair is interested in your mom. Duck speculates that it's because of the object your mom observed in the lake. Your grandpa broke into a pawn shop and stole a jeweled ring to uphold the lie that he was descended from French royalty. Your mom later discovered that the ruby was made from synthetic material. She still wore the ring around her neck until she died. She was buried with it. Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neural versioning clinic as Duck. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. Duck is an old friend of your mom who lost his son when a shield pipeline cutting through their yard exploded. He versioned his consciousness at the same clinic as her. They fell out of touch before she died. He lives in Dimes and is in poor health. Did it say we can go to the mausoleum now? Yeah. I don't know why, but why not? The face of your mom's crypt is damaged, with cracks running along the edge. It appears as if someone has tampered with the crypt. With a pry bar, we could open it ourselves. Why did someone break into my mom's fucking grave? You approach the church and try the door, but it's locked. Is there a pry bar at our house? Cat. Your mom fed the neighborhood strays. Nope, that's not the right place. That's also not the right place. I'm just going every wrong direction. Come on. Get your shit together. Me? Trying to remember how to get into our backyard. There we go. You grab the pry bar lying on the ground. I remembered seeing a bunch of tools back here. Oh god, I have an inventory now. Oh no, what can I use the pry bar on? I can use the pry bar on a bunch of things. Can I use the pry bar on Million? Oh no. Million, I'm gonna open you up. So did somebody just bust in to take the ring, probably? The shitty ring that's fake? Shit. You pry at the cracked marble face of the crypt. It peels away from the thin conch bead effortlessly. Someone has removed Catherine's casket. No, they stole her whole ass body and left the shitty ring. What? That was your mother's ring. She wore it on a chain around her neck. Fake ring. A letter, the penmanship delicate. It reads, Beloved Kay, her remains are safe. You will be reunited with your family soon. Is that a threat? What the fuck? Your mom was exhumed. Her body was stolen from the Red Church Mausoleum. Your mom was conducting research. Oop. Oh no, we did that already. Mother saw something in the lake. What's up? You know a guy everyone calls Paw Paw? I know a lot of pawpaws. This is a man from Norco. He was somewhat troubled. Lots of troubled people from Norco. Lots of pawpaws. Erica shrugs. Not sure. You threw a brick through a church window? Oh, that guy! Didn't know that they call him Paw Paw, but yeah, I know about him. Why? When was the last time you saw him? I didn't think he was around anymore, but Blake saw him just a few days ago. Where? Your mom was interred at the mausoleum on River Road. Blake went by for a visit, I guess. It's right down the street, so he stopped on the way back. He said that he saw a guy walking down River Road carrying a bucket. Okay. We're trying to get into the refinery. Weird. Why? They stole some of my mom's stuff. What stuff? We don't know. Well, be safe? Do you know how we can get in? Seems to me like they've got it locked up tight. If the drones keep an eye on these things 24/7. Just passing by. cat's still on the verge of detonation. Probably gonna try to get an invite to this Quack app people have been talking about. Anything's gotta be better than this. Talk to these people already. Oh! Hello? A memorial languishes in the river mud, a 2x4 cross, plywood plaque, and cairns of pulverized concrete, sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood as a remembrance. Here passed the brave freedom fighters of January XW11, whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. In much smaller lettering, a different hand has scratched "fake" across the bottom of the plaque. Hey, dude. Hi there, you see a little dog. Little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answers to Pots. I did see that one. You're the one they're looking for. Well, so what? Lucky make the news? They want trouble? Here I am. You see that dog, you send her this way. I've seen that dog. I know where that dog is. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. This dog matches the description given by Lucky. She doesn't trust us. We may be able to win her over with a little food. You can win me over with a little food. Where can we find some dog food? Same place you get people food. Gas station. That is not where I get people food, but point taken. Right, everything's fucking automated. You grab a bag of dog food. A manual price scanner. Good evening. How may I help you? I'm good. Do I even need to pay for this, or can I just go? The door is locked. Please pay for the merchandise you have in hand before exiting. I thought I did. Manual price scanner. How? How I pay? How pay? Dusty bags of dog food lie on the shelf. Oh, okay. You scan the dog food. Thank you for your purchase. How do I pay for dog food? You pour a heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Potts has joined the party! It's the dog! Love that dog. Bring the dog into the store. No, okay. I mean, like, I can't. Oh! Whoa now! Where the hell did Crouton go? Keep that dog quiet. He's scaring the poor cat. You grab the phone case from the counter. I got the phone case, even though I didn't send the cat into orbit this time. Is the cat still gone? Was that just a different way to get the phone case? Oh, no, she's still mad about that. Whatever. Hey, I love you, and I know you're going through a lot, but I'm a little pissed that you kept messing with the cat. Hey, sorry. Just... First you launch Crouton through the ceiling, and now you come harass me with this dog. Kay, I know things have been rough, but what the hell?
Tell that dog to shut up. I'm serious. Get that thing out of here! Charging this woman with the dog. Bark, 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 bark. What the dog doing? Okay, it's about the halfway point. I'm gonna run our 3-minute ad break. Grab a drink, use the restroom, hang out, whatever you're feeling. But we will resume play in 3 minutes. See you soon. There it is. This game's so weird. I enjoy it, but it's fucking confusing. It still does give me just incredible Kentucky Route Zero vibes, though. As always, I recommend Kentucky Route Zero very highly. One of my favorite games. How is everyone doing on this fine Thursday? I hope you are all doing well. Also fucking sleepy. One of them days, too. Hey, we're back. Okay. Hello, all. Welcome back. Let us keep going in the land of Norco. A freight loader is being repaired in the Betcher Woods over the levee. Or the leave. This just into the story. Hey man, found your dog. Pots! You brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worried. Ah, it's nice. She's tough as they come. But Lucky thought they had her. He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million.
Hey, robot, you look familiar. You Claire Bionics unit?
No.
All right, then. Just thought you might feel lucky in on a little gossip.
What gossip?
Laura St. Clair. She's one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out. Some wild goose chase.
For what?
What I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. If you need help, you find me.
Help is just what we need.
All right.
We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand.
I done got past them fences more times than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple grenades in my bag. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky.
Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. Is the house? Yeah.
There we go.
I'll be finished shortly. Lucky waits beside the truck.
So this Miss Madera's house, then. Lucky knew your mama a bit.
How?
She was around. I saw her a time or two. She weren't no friend of the company's neither. They'd have liked to have her dead.
They got their wish. The old man nods.
They did. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble.
What do you mean?
They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they're building a brain.
A brain?
Hell, everybody know they in there building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. Gonna hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They gonna use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to him. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck.
Then why get in their way?
Lucky ain't nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine.
Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line.
Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D., ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder.
I do want to talk more, Lucky.
Never seen a security robot fix a truck before. That's a strange one you got.
I've finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Let's go.
Monkey! Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. No! No! Million? Why did you do that? How does it feel to be back in this house, Kay? Like I'd rather be anywhere else. You weren't happy here before you left. I understand why. You and Catherine didn't get along. She never said it, but I know she regretted the way she spoke to you in those days. I don't mean to dwell on such difficult topics. Monkey! He's fucking dead.
Let's whoop these two so we can get moving.
What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky know about all there is to know. What about it? How long has the facility been in Norco? Shield came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap, river connects straight to it. Whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters. Then they split up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top.
The man laughs.
Bet they regret that idea.
Tell me about Laura St. Clair.
Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of Shield Norco. Board of directors appointed her because of her cousin Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her.
What do you mean?
Well, hell, it's been in the newspapers. She's sending survey teams all out into the lake. Why's she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil. No salt domes. Whatever she's looking for, it ain't much to do with oil.
Tell me about Thomas St. Clair.
Thomas started the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. Shield's board of directors appointed his daughter. Shield's board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire bionics out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him.
You said they're building a brain.
Shield trying to find a way to get off the oil. Too much politics in it. What they want is find minerals where they ain't people. Ain't no people. And where's that?
Lucky points up at the sky.
Out in them stars. You can't go flying around there without a big brain. That's why they're hoping to get Laura St. Clair's daddy, but too bad for them.
Enough about Shield. You from around here?
Lucky come from Vacherie, right up the river. But he done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world.
How long have you had Potts?
Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Didn't stand to see her like she was. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times.
Fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Batuer Woods. Shield is building a brain? Lucky said Shield is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. Shield, he has no evidence of this whatsoever. An old man in Norco named Pawpaw had delusions about your mom. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ. Yeah, we did this. Blake saw him wandering near your mom's tomb. Did they exhume her because she's like a holy relic?
No sentinel drones round. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready?
Let's do it. The man nods.
Ow.
Please stop shooting me. Oh, that was bad. I did horribly there. Okay. Ugh.
Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they let you more or less walk into the place. And would you take a look at that big fella?
The freight mover?
Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery is ours.
Catherine. Oh, we're going back to Catherine. Holy shit!
Catherine, you made it to this warehouse with Big Bird.
I sure did.
We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas, no stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine.
Yes.
Catherine, in the lake, you saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want the stone, but it has evaded us. Superduck is what else? A network, a system of signals, wireless communications of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Superduck saw you see the stone because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must ask fast. Shield wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend, convinced himself he has faith in God, convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the Garretts of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Got it? Go get my shiny stone. Hurry, before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two.
What?
Go on, get me my shiny stone. What are you waiting for?
Can you please explain to me what...
So, wait.
Sorry, go.
You go.
What was that?
What was what?
There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living in that warehouse.
Yeah.
That's normal to you?
No. But I mean, seen some stuff in my life.
Me too, but...
What's this stone? Is it loves you? What's that all about?
I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake.
Why does he keep calling it a stone?
Stone? Drone? I have no idea. I was a little distracted.
Well, I need you to start paying attention or neither one of us is getting paid tonight.
I got the gist. Some lunatics are living in the mall and they've got the stone.
That's right. Kenner John and his gang. They're keeping the stone at the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside, get the stone, bring it back here. You got that?
Couldn't be more clear.
The doors are locked. The office. I have $80. Well, we gotta go to the mall. I'm ready to retire.
I'm a little lost.
What's up?
I don't know what the hell's going on. Superduck is... what?
Superduck. Yeah,
What is it?
something like a virus. It infects things. Animals, trees, phones, whatever else.
So what was that thing in the warehouse?
A node in the network. There's a handful around the region. Use the app long enough, you get to know them.
Who is John? The thing in the warehouse mentioned a John.
Ken or John? You don't know Ken or John?
Never heard of him.
Happy for you. He makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple. Religious stuff. You religious?
I turned away for a while, but answer brought me back.
No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful. Not the most orthodox preacher.
Where do we find this stone?
The thing Superduck's looking for? Promenade Mall in Kenner. That's what Super said anyhow.
Thanks. How'd you get involved with Superduck?
This all used to happen on Craigslist. Posts showing up, the strangest things. I was bussing tables uptown. Couldn't swing rent. Had a kid to feed. Started responding to the listings. First one I ever did was steal a head drive. Broke into a man's house in Norco, stole it right out of his office. Brought it to another house. The people there were just like me.
Just like you how?
Didn't know shit. They were there because of a post, just like I was. The house wasn't theirs. Nobody knew whose house it was. They plugged the head drive into a wall. They gave me some cash. I left. Cool. Everyone's fucking insane here.
A drainage canal forms a moat around the parking lot, dividing it from its commercial neighbors. A fence adjoins the backside of two strip malls. The crevice between them reveals a smear of light towards Williams Boulevard. Beyond the fence is a drive-through chicken, car audio, mattresses direct you to water towers, and power lines and crumbling concrete and traffic signs, abortive landscaping attempts, unkempt shrubs, solar-fed Christmas lights, weathered and forgotten. The downpour finds its way into the drainage canal, its water levels slowly rising. I used to come here all the time as a kid.
Same.
I knew it fell on hard times. Just didn't know how hard. Two teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, lacks shoes, and wears a blue collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. The older of the two eyes Catherine indifferently.
Yeah.
Is the mall open? Been a long time since I've come by this mall. Is it still open?
Not for you.
We're trying to... Either of you gentlemen care to help us into this place?
No one's gonna help you. You have to help yourself.
Is this how you live your life? Walking around parking lots in the rain asking for help?
More or less.
Well, clean up your act.
Lift. Become strong.
Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag.
No more soft drinks.
I hate soft drinks.
Then don't drink them.
You need to be initiated before we could even consider letting you in.
Initiated how?
How many readings have you collected?
What? How many what?
So you have no idea what's going on around here.
No idea at all.
John's got an app, right? You need to install it if you have any hope of making your way in here. Even once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral. Cathedral?
The place where the divine object resides.
Don't talk about that with the civs, moron. What's the app called?
Enter John's Apocryphon.
That's it. Enter John's Apocryphon. Install that shit. Catherine pulls out her phone.
Done. What's with the name tags? Do you work here, or...?
No.
Both tags say Garrett. Do you both have the same name?
No.
Yes.
Look, this is some spiritual shit. We can't just tell you about it.
We did it to taunt Gooch.
Come on. She didn't even use the app yet. It's spiritual. Just use the app and then you'll know the truth.
How do we use the app? So what do I do with this app?
It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's sculptures around town.
Sculptures?
Virtual sculptures. You can only see them on your phone. There's 3. Find the sculpture, scan it with your phone, learn some shit.
The first is in Bruce's yard.
Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is a Garrett now. Show some respect.
Each one of you will give a clue about the next.
You're just giving the whole thing away.
You will not collect them all, Garrett. No need to worry.
Yeah, true. The last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to friend.
Who?
Just open the Apocryphon app. We're standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll see, friend.
Where are your parents? I don't know. Watching Jeopardy? You got some candy for us or something?
Give me a ride to basketball practice.
Well, we got this gate to protect us.
Where did you say? Tell me again, where is this friend?
Friend's in the parking lot. Open the app, you'll find friend.
Okay. Sun'll be up by the time this is through.
How do we get into the mall? We're supposed to get into the mall in Kenner. Get to the store and bring it back to Superduck. Get the stone and bring it back to Superduck, but the entrance is locked.
Were you listening to anything the kids at the entrance said? You have to be initiated to get in.
And how do we get initiated?
There are 3 sculptures hidden around town. Virtual sculptures. You can only see them by opening the Apocryphon app on your phone. We need to find all 3 of these things. After that, they'll let us in. Alright. Oh, is this friend? Friend's a little freak.
I am friend.
What are you?
I am friend.
We need your help.
Garrett said to speak to you. We don't know where to find the first sculpture.
The first reading of John. Not far. In a yard.
I mean, I'm assuming that's just over here. A single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot.
Oh. That's Keith?
Who?
Keith Broussard, the guy I went to high school with.
Where'd you go to high school?
Destrehan?
Destrehan's right down the street. That's so odd you'd see him here.
In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night?
Guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me.
Keith? Kate.
All right, sister. Thought that was you.
What's up? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm working.
Me too. Working a case. Starting me a little news website.
What's the website? Ain't got a name yet. Still trying to come up with something cool. Keith's News Alert, or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What are you investigating? Tell me about this case you're working, Keith. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on here in this mall. Heard they got small boys coming in and out. Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Guy who runs the operation looks about as much like a pervert as you can picture. Kenner John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. Just what do you know about Kenner John? I know he got to start posting in the comment section on New Orleans News and Views. He'd go in there saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. I should keep moving, but maybe I'll come back later to see how the case is going. I'd like that, sister. Come pass by. Why don't I see you around so often these days? Staying busy. You mind me asking you something? Just a thing I find myself wondering about. Sure. Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? You kept his name. Figured it couldn't have been all bad. Just something I wonder. I wonder about something else. Hey, forget I asked. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. Then go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. A small plastic-cased device lies in the grass. What is that thing? At a guess, I'd say it was a tracker. Don't know what use it is laying in the mud. And that's probably a statue, right? Yeah. First reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Early years you spend inside, TV on, Dad blaring the games. Says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner is the only place on earth. Nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien, the house is a prison. Only escape is through fiber lines. Someone in the forums posts a flyer for a show. Somewhere to meet people, something to do, whatever. You borrow your dad's car and go. Step into Saint Somewheres, and you immediately know these aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi. You throw the first punch, things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go Cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack. You fall to the ground. They think that you're dead. You're unconscious for 13 days. You wake up with a slouched mouth on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum. Oh, okay. A 4-door mid-sized SUV, an older model, well maintained. Is there anything over here? Nothing. Alright, let's talk to friend. I am friend. Garrett said to speak to you. Anyway, you can help us find John's second sculpture. The first reading of John reads, try going to St. Somewheres, get called fash, get knocked out over the head with a tire iron. St. Somewheres. Oh, it was just that easy. Okay. Where the hell is St. Somewheres? I'm gonna spend all my money fucking just going around town to get paid the money I spent going around town. It's a real job, all right. Hot dog customer. Oh, my stomach still doesn't feel right. That hot dog finally catch up to you? This past couple of hours has been the worst experience of my life. Why did you let me eat that thing? Because I had to. Nothing personal. Just something I had to do. You're a bad person. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? But you found one. That's good. No, I didn't find one. What did you do? And what did you do? You don't want to know. You're right. You're probably right. I'd better keep moving. Have a good night. Does it sound like to you like I'm having a good night? Just get out of here. A small group gossips conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all but the vaguest details. A love triangle, too much whiskey, someone kicked in the wall in a fit of rage. The man working the door tunes out the cacophony while scrolling through cooking recipes on his phone. No cover tonight, just checking IDs. We're looking for a sculpture? One of Ken or John's sculptures. Does that ring a bell? You talking about the douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm the mother of a Garrett. My son recently got into the stuff. I'm concerned. My condolences. I'm a father myself. Would hate to see my kids get wrapped up in this kind of thing. Anyhow, here's what I know. They got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find the devices, scan them with their phones, something like that. Not sure the details. They hid one right outside the bar so that we'd have the little mall Nazis coming by every night to find it. But then last night, Ditchman came and grabbed it. Ditchman? Who's Ditchman? He lives over by the mall. He's usually hanging around the ditches feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Bell vouches for him, so he might be alright. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. What's happening tonight? What's going on inside? Bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Hi, Bridge. Welcome in. Crowd seems... Catherine glances around and then to Dallas. Different than I'd expect. What are you looking at me for? Just... Don't you agree? What? Bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce, so I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen to is Christmas music. Christmas music. That's it. That's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Oh, don't even start. Over here having bounce night for a bunch of white kids? And now it's a problem all of a sudden? Because all you listen to is Christmas music? Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where you from, Stinky? Minneapolis. Enough said. Christmas music. Just kind of creepy that that's all you listen to. Creepy? I'm gonna listen to you about what's creepy. Whoa. Boys, Christmas music is cozy. Helps me relax. That's cool, man. That's fine. God damn. Why does John's gang call the cops on you? So why does John's gang keep calling the cops on you? I don't know. They try to get every show I book shut down. Maybe because they have nothing better to do. Why does Ditchman come around here? If this Ditchman lives all the way in Kenner, why is he coming here, around here for? Hey, buy stuff off Bill. What kind of stuff? The man glances down at Catherine. Why do you care? I'm just looking for a way into the mall. I'll say this. Ditchman gets the stuff from here. He takes it to the mall. I think he's selling it to the little Nazis. Let's get a drink some other time. Sounds like what we're looking for is in Kenner now. Guess we're heading back to the mall. I think I'm gonna run out of money. Keith made me a little upset earlier. Still cooling off. Maybe later. Ah, here it is. I checked here earlier. He snuck in and turned it on when I wasn't here. Absolute horseshit. Second reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Leave the hospital and discover faith, that immaterial essence. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football games. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts find you. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. Some kind of joke, doesn't matter. You're Garrett too. 33 Garretts in all. Garrett worked in the basement below council chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett plugged one in, used it as a server. That's how Garrett hosted Sermons in the Sky. He projected videos of someone he found online. Said he grew up in Kenner, just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too, and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat of Promenade Mall and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. He spoke of these things. Jesus Christ! Can I fucking help you?
Well, what do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he?
Can I help you?
Catherine, dear, it is I who will be helping you this night. I knew you'd come to see me waiting in the ditches. Waiting? No trouble there, child. Happy to do it. Well, you need to access the mall. Here I am. Delighted to assist.
The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. Ha ha! Garrett!
Aw, Garrett. Which vault was the Gary vault? Was that vault 3? I don't remember what number they were. Haha, Gary.
stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore. You are the image of her beauty.
You. Why are you here?
We were neighbors once upon a time. Don't you remember?
I've only come to help, as neighbors do. Catherine shakes her head. What is this?
It's my responsibility to guide you and watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She is well.
Excuse me?
Can you tell me what this is about?
It's about a boat. A boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John. That little shrimp, that little sad boy. I'll be your guide into the mall. The sanctum of the Garretts.
Catherine turns to Dallas. This man, I think he's been following me.
To help you. To help. I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man, they say. An asshole. He wouldn't even let your pawpaw near you. Well, here I am. I came to tell you. You needn't worry about Kay.
Keep her name out of your mouth.
Because she'll be home. Perhaps too late for you. Dying, they say, from becoming to being, the philosophers say.
Where did you see my daughter?
Walking through California like it were Galilee, her robes frayed. Splendid, divine, a child of Christ.
No. Not getting into a ditch with this guy. No way.
There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else who will help?
I don't want your help. I don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear?
I have all the time in the world, Catherine. But you, dear, you do not. I am not here to frighten you, to harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this mall. Patience is a virtue of your pawpaw. I'm the only way in.
Dallas leads Catherine from the canal. Let's go find this last sculpture. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here?
What, you think I invited them?
I don't know. Maybe?
I'm just as confused as you are.
I don't blame Blue for not letting Pawpaw near you. Yeah, fucking...
The old man squats near the flooding ditch with an easy grin, his robe whipping in the wind.
Say the word, dear Catherine. I'm your only way into this mall.
I'm good.
What a character. Kenner's full of them.
How do you feel about Pawpaw?
How do you feel about this Pawpaw character?
Probably about how you'd expect. Like he's batshit. Where's he pulling all that nonsense from?
I don't know. I seem to attract these people.
Thought you might be the type.
This is conjecture, but my father, love him. He wasn't the most honest man to come out of Crevasse, Louisiana. Used to spin up all kinds of tall tales about our family history. Had more than a few lost souls believing him. Figured this guy's part of Old Man Pete's living legacy.
Dallas laughs. All right. So all that stuff about the necklace.
Not even getting into it.
Hey, I get it.
Garrett mentioned...
Oh, no, friend. We already did friend.
No.
Hey, man. I don't want to talk to you. You are a freak.
Interstates Express. No, we didn't. A woman with an exhausted expression sits on a bucket with a forgotten cigarette burning in her fingers. Are you one of those nerds that comes around here to play with puppets? I am not. No, not my crowd. Good. We're back here trying to live a quiet life. These people with their haircuts, they come around here playing with puppets, making a big production, and the cops show up and give us a hard time. I got chased away from my last spot. I'm not trying to deal with that again. Where was your last spot? Where were you before you ended up here? Mall and Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. It was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place until the boys showed up. They chased us out, threatened to report us. Little bastards. That guy John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him.
Sounds like a lot is going on. A figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza in the deepening winter night. He watches the fingers of a cool front animate the tops of oak trees in the park. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leaving Canal Street, the pulsing taillights, the shift workers running towards the bus. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. He sits on a wooden stool next to a walk-through metal detector. Welcome to New Orleans City Hall. No council sessions this evening. Building's closed. The Garretts sent us. The guard looks Dallas up and down. Nah.
We're here because of Kenner, John.
Oops. I've let a lot of people pass through in the evenings wanting to take a picture from the roof or whatever the hell. None of them look like you two. Following my gut here.
We're serious. We're training to become Garretts.
Why?
We need to get inside the mall. We're trying to get into Promenade Mall.
That place has been boarded up for years.
Not anymore. The Garretts took it over.
The guard shakes his head. This whole city's lost its mind. Listen, there's some funny stuff that happens in this building at night. If you're thinking you can just walk up to the roof, it's not like that. And be careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator is out there, and so are the stairwell lights.
Catherine enters the building.
Ahead is an elevator, a corridor with a stairwell, a long, unmarked hallway extends to her left. The exit is at her back.
Catherine enters the elevator corridor. The floor display above the elevator reads blank. The stairwell is ahead. Catherine enters the pitch black stairwell. Catherine arrives at floor 2. Catherine arrives at floor 3. Catherine arrives at floor 4. Catherine detects nothing of interest in the dark. Catherine arrives at floor 5. The darkness presents nothing. Catherine arrives at floor 6. There is nothing to be felt here. Catherine arrives at floor 7. After some fumbling in the dark, Catherine discovers a doorknob. Catherine enters an unlit office. She tries the light, no power. A window looks beyond Duncan Plaza towards the French Quarter. Catherine returns to the unlit stairwell. Catherine arrives at floor 8. The area is empty. Catherine arrives at floor 9. Catherine finds nothing hiding in the darkness. Catherine climbs to floor 10, the final level. She sighs heavily. This is killing me. An exit sign casts an obscure red glow over the area. Ahead is a steel door with panic bars. Mounted to the wall beside it is a magnetic card reader. This must lead to the roof. Try door. It's locked. God damn it. Return to ground level. Catherine returns to the entrance level of the stairwell. Okay, hang on. The floor display above the elevators winks off before illuminating again. It reads blank. Catherine waits a moment. Doesn't sound like an elevator is coming. The guard said the generator that powers it is down. Let's keep moving. Catherine descends the stairwell. A fading fluorescent bulb strobes in the hallway to her left. The stairwell is at her back. Catherine turns a corner and immediately meets the stare of a man squatted on the ground in the stuttering light of the hallway. I wouldn't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? The man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes a receipt from his shirt pocket with a note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he'll hide. In the darkness, there are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps in the elevator will clear the mistake. The first number in our sequence is the first floor above the council chambers. Third, most distant from the sky. There are 11 floors, should one count the basement. Our second number is equally low and high. And the third is just above it, 5th from the sky. He hands the receipt to Catherine. If you need help, a friend is outside the building. Open the app and he'll be there. Good luck. What? Where are you going with this? I'm lost. Like I said, I can't help you. If you need help, go outside, open the app, and talk to friend. Okay. Excuse me. All right. On the 7th floor is... Okay, so I remember seeing the office there. In the darkness are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps in the elevator will clear the mistake. The first number of sequence is the floor above the council chambers. Third most distant from the sky. So if the basement... So it's floor 2. First one is 2. There are 11 floors. Our second number is equally low and high. That means that it's 5. So it's 2, 5, and the third is just above it, 5th from the sky, 6. 2, 5, 6. Catherine gropes in the sightless dark. She feels the distinct touch of another hand. Startled, she gasps, withdrawing her own. What is it? Someone is in here. Dallas speaks into the darkness. Hello? The stairwell is silent, but for the decaying echo of his voice. Catherine reaches her hand towards the dark, and an unseen hand grasps firmly and shakes. Catherine reaches her hand towards the dark, and an unseen hand grasps and firmly shakes. It begins to pull Catherine slowly towards the floor. She grabs Dallas, attempting to resist. Catherine? The hand jerks her violently to the floor. Dallas attempts to intercept the figure in the dark, but only meets the wall. Hey! He slaps the wall. Tell me who the hell is there! His echo trails off into the extremities of the stairwell. As Catherine looks up from the ground, a light switches on high above them. Dallas, help me up, please. Dallas recovers Catherine from the floor, and she hangs her arm over his shoulder. You're not in any condition to be doing this kind of thing. I know it. I see a light. She gestures weakly. Up there. I'll carry you. No, it's fine. Let's just go find this planner, get to the roof. Whatever it takes to be done here. A narrow thread of light shines from the doorway to the planning office. Catherine steps into the warm lamplight glow of the 7th floor office overlooking Duncan Plaza. A man sits at a desk facing the window. He looks back at Catherine, looks away.
Office is closed.
I'm trying to get to the roof. I was hoping I could get access to the roof. The planner turns in his chair.
I see.
Any chance you could help?
You don't look like the other ones. I'll say that.
Excuse me?
Where's your shirt?
The planner dismisses Catherine with a hand and points towards a coat rack near the door.
Keycards hanging on the rack.
He returns to his original posture, facing the window. Catherine grabs the keycard. Working late? The planner looks at Catherine over his slouched shoulder.
No later than usual.
Sorry to bother you. I don't mean to intrude. The planner nods and says nothing.
To the roof.
Alright. I'm gonna do this roof thing. Catherine scans the ID badge and pushes open the door. Catherine steps through the door into the cool winter air above City Hall. I need to sit for a moment.
Of course.
Dallas gestures to a nearby air conditioning unit.
Let's sit. Getting too old for this. Running around like this on my 49th birthday. What a life.
Birthday? Today's your birthday.
Today's my birthday.
At least it's memorable.
No question there. You alright?
I'm fine. Just needed to breathe for a minute.
That was strange. Can never be normal with Super. Always gotta be some shit like that.
So why keep doing it?
I don't know. Dallas lifts his hand in resignation. There's not much else, really. Not anymore.
What would you rather be doing? What would you do if you could?
What I'd like to do is be home with my daughter and grandchild.
Where's home?
Holly Grove, right near the canal. They started staying with me a few months back. They liven up the place.
Kids do that.
You got any?
A son and a daughter, 2 years apart.
Still at home?
My younger one. I can't get him out of the house. But my daughter, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Thought maybe when I was diagnosed she'd come around, but
she never did.
Catherine looks towards the westbound traffic. No, she never did.
Hurts to be dropped like that. Sometimes it hurts worse the more time passes.
I just know I won't see her before I die. And that does. It does hurt.
It hurts. And then you die. The two of them laugh. It's not all bad. Just hope there's something on the other side.
There is. I know there is. The ones I hurt and left behind. I'll get to see them there. I'll get to apologize.
Amen. But let me ask you the same question you asked me. Why keep doing this? Not a lot of runners our age.
Long story. This is my first time on the app, but things have been interesting for a while now. I tried to have a straight job once upon a time, but that didn't last too long.
Yeah? Why not?
Let's just say I lied on my resume.
Nearly everyone you meet has a story like that in this line of work.
Nothing special about me then.
I wouldn't say that.
The old man in the ditch thinks you're special. Let him think it. So you figure this last sculpture's around here somewhere. It's right there, you idiot. Said something about it being in the sky. Now I gotta look up. I see. Alright, I'm gonna read the final Apocrypha, save the game, and call the stream there. I know we've gone a little over time. Third reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. New Orleans is a pit, and Garrett's stuck in it. New Orleans is the lowest world. A messenger visits John, tells him about the early faithful, now living in cavities on the Martian moons. Tells him there's a way to commune with them through the Adamic language of angels and spellcasters and others who know God's mind. There's a chrism, a fluid that John must imbibe. It's in an egg that floats in the sky. John is blessed with a plan to escape the low world's reach. The Garretts must build a spacefaring ark, a vessel with which to leave this earth. Having imbibed the chrism, John may ascend beyond the distortion of the low world and listen for the twilight language. Two Garretts work together at Stennis. John appoints them to oversee the task. They soon find other engineers sympathetic to their plan. The Garretts labor for 788 days, and in that time, the Ark is complete. All that remains is the egg, which holds the chrism to know God's mind. So is that it? We found all three. Let's go ask the kids at the mall. Let's not. Let's save the game. All right. As usual, everyone, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate y'all just hanging out. Quiet day, just doing Norco today. Hope y'all had a good time just hanging out and listening to this weird fucking game. I don't believe I have anywhere that I'm going to be taking y'all today. You know, I'm gonna kick y'all over to Folk and Myth again. They're doing a Vampire Sabbat game. And yeah. As always, they are a good watch. Friend of the show, Ava, you can see her over there a lot of the time. And I hope that all of you, if you're interested, hang out there or just carry on with your evenings. But thank you again for coming. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. There's the rate. All right. In about 10 seconds, I'll kick y'all over there. Have a good night. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.